In 1587, more than 100 English settlers set sail across the Atlantic, chasing a dream of building the first permanent English colony in the New World. Families, artisans, even newborn children, all aboard ships bound for Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. They believed they were planting the roots of a new England across the sea. Instead, they left behind one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, the story of the lost colony. When their governor, John White, returned to England for supplies, he promised come back quickly, but fate had other plans. Delayed by war with Spain, White was stranded in Europe for 3 long years. When he finally stepped ashore at Roanoke in 1590, the settlement was silent. Houses dismantled, no signs of struggle, no graves, no colonists. The only traces were 2 carved words, Sierra on a tree and Croatoan on a wooden post. The settlers had simply vanished. For more than 4 centuries, scholars, archaeologists, and storytellers have searched for the answer. Did the colonists die of famine or disease? Were they attacked? Or did they adapt, blending into the lives of native peoples? The mystery of Roanoke has haunted generations. England's dream was bold. Queen Elizabeth I had granted Sir Walter Raleigh a charter to establish a colony in America. John White was chosen as governor, leading 118 settlers, including his daughter Eleanor and his newborn granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the New World. But the colony was ill-prepared. Supplies ran short almost immediately. White reluctantly sailed back to England to resupply, leaving behind his family and friends. He never saw them again. When White finally returned in 1590, his worst fears became reality. The village was empty, the fort dismantled. He had instructed the colonists to carve a Maltese cross if they were in danger, but no such mark appeared. Instead, just the word Croatoan. To White, this meant they may have gone to live with the Croatoan tribe on what is now Hatteras Island. Storms prevented him from searching further. Heartbroken, he returned to England. The colonists were never seen again. Theories soon multiplied. Some believed they succumbed to disease, famine, or hurricanes. Others claimed hostile tribes attacked them. Still others argued they were captured or killed by the Spanish, who saw England's colonies as a threat. But over the centuries, intriguing evidence has surfaced. Archaeologists discovered copper jewelry and Algonquian pottery on Roanoke Island, hinting at trade between colonists and native peoples. At a site inland, nicknamed Site X, researchers found English pottery from the 1500s. Hidden beneath John White's original map, modern imaging revealed a symbol of a small fort at this very location, suggesting that some colonists moved inland. Even more compelling discoveries emerged on Hatteras Island, homeland of the Croatoan people. There, archaeologists uncovered iron flakes from blacksmithing, known as hammer scale, dating to the late 1500s. Mixed among native artifacts were English tools, gun parts, and glassware, evidence that some colonists may have lived and worked with the Croatoans for years after their disappearance. Still, other pieces of the puzzle remain controversial. The Dare stones, alleged carvings from Eleanor Dare, John White's daughter, claimed to tell the colonists' fate. Most were later proven hoaxes, but debate lingers over whether at least one stone might be genuine. Some historians suggest the colony didn't vanish in one piece. Perhaps it fractured. Some families may have gone inland, others south to live with the Croatoans, while still others may have perished. This would explain why artifacts appear scattered in different places. Despite centuries of searching, DNA has never confirmed living descendants of the colonists, but the growing weight of evidence points toward assimilation. Rather than a tragic massacre, the lost colony may have survived by becoming part of native communities, leaving their English identity behind but preserving their lives. The story of Roanoke is more than a mystery. It is a mirror into the fragile struggle of survival at the edge of empire. It shows us how quickly dreams can turn into silence and how little it takes for history to vanish without a trace. And yet, the mystery continues to captivate us. Did they starve? Were they killed? Or did they endure in a way that history has yet to fully recognize? The truth may still lie beneath the soil of Roanoke, Hatteras, or somewhere in between. One thing is certain. When John White carved out those words in his journal, all gone, He never imagined that 4 centuries later, the world would still be asking the same haunting question. So, what do you think happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Were they truly lost, or did they survive in plain sight, hidden in a new world? Share your theories in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed this journey into one of history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Daily Curio Hub, and ring the bell so you never miss another story from the edge of history and mystery.